everyone. How are you? This is STARS Podcast, which stands for Sons Taken Away, Remains Remembered Sincerely, A Mother's Love. And I'm your host, Star Nicole. Tonight we have a special guest. This is the first time we're actually talking about a daughter that was lost. When I first did my YouTube, basically, it was sons because I lost my son, but I think it's very important for us to also do daughters as well. And this has to do with human trafficking, so it's definitely important for us to hear the story of her mom, Paula Davis, that's here for me. So her daughter's name is Shayla Ferguson, and her granddaughter is Blessing Ferguson. So here we are, and we're going to talk about it. This is going to be hard for me.
Same.
Yes.
Same. Thank you so much for having me and
You're
having this
welcome.
platform for everyone to come and join.
Yes, it's needed. People need to know about human trafficking.
Yes.
A lot of people, you hear about it or you see movies, but
yes,
so,
I've always seen it on TV. I never
knew
in a million years
part of your life.
thought it would. Yes.
Yeah. Well, first off, let me start by asking how your day was.
It was pretty good. Busy but good.
That's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good. And tell us a little story about your daughter. Basically, with her, she passed when she was 16. So tell us when she was younger, into teenage years.
Yes, my girl Shayla, she's my girl. I say my best friend because all my kids, we share this goofy. We all have goofy personalities.
Yeah.
But she was like, I'm goofy, and she was like top tier goofy.
Yeah.
So she always smiling, happy, telling jokes, dancing, goofing off. Every time you see her, a big bright smile, just a big burst of energy.
Did she have any kind of hobbies, or did she like to sing?
She loved dancing, cheerleading.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She did that in school as well, or it was just...
she did in high school.
Yeah, that's nice. And what about, do you have any other children?
Yeah, my oldest, she's away in college, and then I have my youngest son who's 13.
And how did it hit them? Like
hard, especially my son.
Yeah.
My oldest tend to keep everything in, kind of like me. Yeah. But my son, because he's so young, I guess he didn't know how to handle his emotions. So yeah, it's tough.
Very tough. So, and you guys live in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's recently, I live in Kissimmee, but it's recently that I heard about human trafficking, like in Florida on our side. It's so close.
It seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Because I don't know, in my head I was thinking it's more different countries. They might take you and take you somewhere else, but this happened. Yeah. I heard of something in Kissimmee on Highway 192 that they had like a hotel and they were doing that. And the kids were like 9-10 years old, the little girls. It's terrible.
It is.
It's terrible. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your daughter and you can take your time.
So I'll start off with she was a runaway, a habitual runaway. And she got caught up with the trafficking because of her running away and the police finding her, and they took her to a youth shelter in Orange County, and she met some friends from there, and they ran away from the shelter and into someone that one of the girls trusted, who unfortunately had her hands deep in trafficking.
So it was a woman, right?
Yeah, it was a woman.
And her friends were the same age group as her?
Yeah, they were like 1 and 2 years older.
Okay.
She was the youngest.
And as this lady, I know you told me the story of what happened to your daughter, but was this lady, did she get any kind of charges or anything?
Yeah, it was actually 3 of them, 2 ladies and 1 guy. The first lady, she took a plea deal and got 20 years. The second lady, she was found guilty of multiple charges and sentenced to 2 life terms.
That's good.
And then the last guy, which which hurt me the most because of DeShayla was deceased at the time. They couldn't use her testimony. And he was the one who did the most damage to DeShayla and the other girls. So
he didn't. They let him go.
He got basically a slap on the wrist, 5 years. 5 years child abuse.
I think they all should have gotten like the same thing, basically.
Right.
Because they were minors, so it's not like you didn't know they were minors. So
yeah, they were minors, and the evidence that I seen in court is, it's like, and then the traffickers, they got kids of their own. It's like, how could you?
That's crazy. To other people's kids, and you have your own. So you already did the court thing and everything, like everything.
Yeah.
So she got justice. Well, I hate that word sometimes because you say justice, but our kids aren't here.
It could never be enough.
Right. But that's a plus because you have a lot of people out there, and that's why I wanted to start this podcast. It's not just to for my son. I mean, my son, he was 27 when he passed. Mm-hmm. He was murdered by an ex-girlfriend and her current boyfriend, and they found them the next day. They were arrested. And it's almost 10 years. December 31st will be 10 years for me. Mm-hmm. So I think, I wouldn't say it's easier, but since so much time has elapsed, I learned more or less to cope. Yeah. To cope with it, and the fact that he was a little older, I mean, he was my firstborn of 6, mm-hmm. and he still was my baby regardless of his age, but so many people that like your daughter was 16 and they haven't even started living their lives, like not even 18 years old, 20, 21. Yeah. So sad. So I needed this platform, because as I say in a lot of my interviews, that I started this due to the fact of, well, you're a part of Village of Love, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so that's what really made me want to drive and get it, like, even more, because I've seen, like, for like a year and a half, I wasn't on there. I wasn't on Facebook. I was so depressed. The fact that so many people are losing their children for no reason at all. So it hurts my heart every time. But I said, let me, so I did that for like a year and a half, and then within that time, I was brainstorming. I was like, I was looking to see on YouTube if they had other platforms like this, which I didn't see, as far as that I lost a child and you lost, so we could relate to each other and cope together. And a lot of times you don't have that on. So I thought it was necessary. You have people that you have their children and they pass away, and then it's in a newspaper. So like the first week, everybody knows. But as time goes, I mean, keep it real. People forgive and they forget. They just like, yeah. So this is for, even if it just happened yesterday, or like I said, my son 10 years ago, but to keep their memories alive and for people to know who they are. I'm going to keep saying are. I don't want to say was. But I don't want just their memory to die, and people just, because we have so many cases that they may have friends, and once they're, say, a year or two, sometimes even before that, they don't come around anymore because they don't know what else to say to you. Yeah. But sometimes you need them more to be there. Yes. And so people, please, if you experience like a best friend or a cousin or someone very close to you, and you were a part of their family growing up, went on vacations with the family, slept over with the family, and ate breakfast and everything with the family, please just stay a part of the family. Like, don't distance yourself, because those parents, especially the ones that only have that one child that passed, they need you there. So don't say anything stupid, like you gotta think before you talk. Yeah, but sometimes they just need you around, just there. So just to know that they have you. Yeah. So I try not to actually. I was supposed to, my first video should have been about my son and why I started the podcast. So actually, when you leave, I want to do like an hour or so, and as far as why I started, like, and break down everything from from beginning to end. But I think I needed this. Not, like I said, I'm not even doing it. I did it in memory of my son, but I want everybody out there that lost a child to be able to, because look, I was doing it for sons, right? But then you're my first with a daughter. And I think that's just as important, like, teach people about, human trafficking and just stuff in general, like. It's definitely not talked about enough in our community, so we need more to be shown, especially to the youth who feel like,
oh, I could run away because I want my freedom, but not knowing all the things that's out there that's against them.
Predators and
Yes.
a lot. And they don't want to listen to anybody at home or abide by the rules. And they always think, just like when people cheat, they think it's gonna be green on the other side. It's not.
That's not always the case, and
then it ends up
unfortunately they don't always get a second chance to fix it. So it's needed.
Yeah. So what was your baby's favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah. It's also my favorite color.
For real?
Yeah.
So she got it from you?
Yep.
Yeah. She probably did. She mimic you a lot, like with stuff you did, like.
Cause we all
like mommy. Like your daughters or your best friend and your son is like your best friend. It's good to be best friends with your children to an extent because I'm not
take it. Yeah. Some people take it wrong when I say best friends, but of course I'm their mom first.
Yeah, right.
Foremost before anything.
Right.
But I get excited about the things that they love to do. Like you love dancing, I'm gonna dance with you.
Yeah,
you love
exactly.
dancing on TikTok.
Let's do a little TikTok. Exactly. And that's nice.
Yeah.
They could come to you and talk to you about anything, and they're gonna be scared. As to the other parents that we're best friends, but then you doing drugs, smoking, and drinking with your kids, that doesn't make sense to me. But that's nice because at least your kids could come and talk to you and be like, Mom, sit down. Let me tell you what happened today.
Right.
And
I wouldn't trade that for the world. I
know. So your daughter, you said she was 16. She passed away 4 days after her 16th birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the baby the next day.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. And she was, how many months was she? 5 months?
5
months. So she knew exactly what she was having and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you learned? I mean, some questions you ask, you'd be like, it sounds stupid, but then some people may have that same question for you that went through the same thing. So, like, how have you learned to cope, if you have learned to cope?
I'm still learning to cope.
Right.
I could say I'm in my first year of just getting back into working, to being able to hold down a job. So, I'm still learning to get out there and be around crowds and not feel a huge amount of anxiety. Working out, getting into fitness has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Reading, writing, maintaining friendship. At first, I was isolating myself because I felt so misunderstood, and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so now I'm learning to talk more. And
get it off your chest.
Yeah.
Keeping that bottled up inside and stuff. And you know what's so crazy? It's like you don't know who to talk to. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You don't know who to talk to because, face the fact, like as far as if you didn't lose a child, I mean, what can you really? We can't relate to each other really on other levels and other things maybe. But what can I tell you that you could say? Well, I understand, or and you could tell me, because you have like these groups and stuff like that, and people they say certain things, or they probably mean to say certain things, or they don't know what to say that someone else could say, and they're like, oh, that's the same thing I was thinking. So I'm glad that I'm a part of this group to, now we can converse and get to, yeah. So that's a good thing.
It is.
Yeah. So tell us about your book.
So my book, A Mother's Weight, which I have.
Yes.
Could I show you?
Yeah, of course.
A Mother's Wake. It can be bought on Barnes and Noble. Writing was a way for me my therapist, to express myself. It's the best way for me to get my words across. So of course I put it in the book. And I named it A Mother's Wake because I'm awake to something that injustice and losing my kid is just a never ending. I can't. Yeah.
So you could get it at Barnes and Noble. It's called A Mother's Wake. Go support. Go ahead and get it at Barnes and Noble. Yeah. So let's talk about mental health. Have you, since you lost your daughter, have you lost your memory a little bit?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a real thing, right?
It is.
Tell the people, because some people don't believe that. People that haven't lost a child,
yeah,
they don't.
It's hard to explain that to somebody because I felt like at one point in time, everybody from family and friends wanted me to be the exact same Paula that I was.
Yeah.
Expected me to just bounce back, and it doesn't mentally, it doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Probably will never. It could be 20 years later, and like I said, we learn to cope, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because when those holidays come around and they're not there, their birthdays, the death day, all that.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, it affects
people. Yeah, that's what Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
She's in Tampa. Hi, Jessica. I love you.
Hi, Jessica. I don't think I know.
Oh, okay. DJ's mom. No, okay. Well, she same thing when I spoke to her a few weeks ago. Same thing, lost of memory. But people don't understand. For like the first 3 or 4 years, it's crazy. Like I would be talking mid sentence, and I'll be like, what was I saying?
Right.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is, though.
I have no idea. Also, I don't know, but I get flashes of like I could be not even thinking about or trying my best to not think about my daughter, and I just get like a flash of her body laying on the ground or in the morning.
Saw her?
Like yeah.
When it happened,
not when it happened, but after
I
wasn't able to get close, but I could still see her body laying on the ground. So
that's like my son when he was killed. They killed him next to like a dumpster. So he died in a parking lot, and it's just I didn't see him, but when they gave me the number for the coroner and told me to call, it's like I called and I was like, "Is my son there?" And they was like, "Oh, what's his name?" And then when I said his name, and she said, "Yeah," that's like did it all over again. Like the detectives coming and telling me what happened is, yeah, because it's like, damn.
It just hits us hard. It's like blow after blow after blow from the moment of finding out what happened to seeing the body to handling the paperwork for the funeral to it's like I can't believe this is what my life is right now.
Yeah. And the funeral is crazy because I went to his father, my husband, my mother, and we went to see him at the funeral home. That was before the actual funeral, day of the funeral. And I saw him, I took pictures, I cried, I held him, all this stuff. But even though I saw all that, and I saw him in the coffin and in the casket, and that's real, yeah, he's there. But it's because I had him he's right up there. I had him cremated. And when they gave me the ashes, that's when I broke down. That's like final. And then a guy that's 160 or 170 pounds, now you in this urn. It's like I broke down. Like that finalized everything. It's like, damn, it's for real. You would have been 37 last month, so it's like, yeah, I had him when I was 16. So we had a bond that was like, I would have said he's my best friend because he used to tell me a lot of stuff. Unless it's something that will either hurt me or I'll get mad about. He wouldn't tell me, but he always, "Mommy, this and that, but don't tell anybody."
Yeah.
So we were close. Yeah, he he was expecting his first child, and he was born 24 days after he was killed. So I'm glad at least he has his son, but it's just
that's good.
Yeah, but my grandson is kind of going through it because we tell him who his father is, he know who he is and stuff like that. But the fact that he's not here in physical form, it hits him bad, So have you, besides your book, have you been an advocate of any sort for it?
Yes, I've been going to court cases. I find that to be it's tough, but it teaches you a lot of what to expect because my child still hasn't started yet. But just to how to be there for people. I've also given toys for families who didn't have it around Christmas time. And I love to do that. I love
it makes you feel so good and cleaning, not cleaning, like feeding the homeless and all those kind of things.
Yes.
Yeah, because my son, like during the interviews, this is like the most I think I spoke about my son. Usually interviews, like it's all about you and your child.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why. I don't know why I keep talking about him. I guess he's like in here.
That's
But
good. That's good.
yeah, him and I spoke maybe when he was like around 21. We spoke about doing like a little community center because him and his friends, they all around the same age. They was getting into trouble with the law and getting arrested and this and that for violation of probation, like curfew most of the time. And you know, him and I spoke about that. So I do have a nonprofit for him as well, and that's my thing. I want to get like a one-story home and do a you know, teach people how to cook, different traits, like let them come. We'll feed the homeless. I want to feed people like you know, mothers and their children in the help, you know, in shelters. Awesome. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning. I already have it, but it's just to but more my focus right now is more on and try to get all the other mothers and fathers. I want their child's story to be told and for people to know who they are and support too, you know, because there's a lot of people that have nonprofits and different things that they're doing for their child. So that's another way for the platform. I want everybody to tell their story. Yeah. So that's what he said. I asked all the questions already. So, is there anything else about Shayla or any like was her father a part of her life when she was growing up? Or
he was a part of her life, but she lived with me. Right. He wasn't there as much as she would have wanted him to be there. With her having ADHD and ODD and depression, I think her not having him as much as she wanted to played a big part in
her having those.
Yeah. Trying to find love in other places and
the wrong places.
It makes you, because as a mom, it's like you could try to give as much love as you can, but it's like.
It's not the father's taking the father's place.
It's never,
He can't be a man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does that a lot, like as far as single family homes or if even the father was there and then you guys got a divorce, a lot of times the kids act out after that. Yeah. And it's like, and then some men are really good. Like some men, they're single fathers, they're there for their kids, and I love them for that. Like you know, but it's a lot of guys once, and you know what's crazy? Because once we're not together anymore, that's when you neglect the child. The child have nothing to do. Take care of your responsibilities. Right. Exactly. Yeah, but then they feel like they're hurting you, which they are somewhat, but they're more hurting the child not being there. The child is the one who suffers most. Yeah, they didn't ask to be here. They did not ask to be here.
But we live and we learn, and sometimes worse comes to worse. Yeah. Unfortunately, so we got to do better as a community to not let it get that far.
We do. And we need to try and teach our children and save our children before they meet a demise because, I mean, you never know certain things unless they're into stuff like, oh, you're in a gang or you're a drug lord or something like that. But still, no one deserves to die, regardless of what they're doing, you know? Yeah. And it's like you gotta, we need more platforms and more places for, like a community for people to come, like the young people to come together. And because I think if my son had a community center or somewhere, even played a basketball or learned different trades, then they wouldn't have been doing what they was doing. Right. And there's only two places when you do certain things: is death or jail, right? Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, we definitely need that because you have a lot of young children that they feel like, and it's crazy because as a mother, especially if you're a single family home, you have to work. Sometimes you work even two jobs. So you're doing that because you have to provide and you have to pay bills. But kids may look at it like, oh, you don't care. You're not there for me.
Yeah.
So then they end up meeting people on the outside, and that's exactly what happens. And it's like, and it's sad. It's sad because it's like the parents want to be there more, like the mothers want to be there, but we can't because I mean we don't have anybody helping us. Mm-hmm. So I mean it's either we work and take care of the bills in the home, or we're gonna be homeless, right? So, right. But kids don't see it that way. They don't. Sometimes kids don't see it that way, and also society sometimes don't see it that way. They'd be so quick to judge. Always. Because it's like, if I didn't have a job, I'd be wrong for not taking care of my kids properly. They're like, oh yeah, you just living off of welfare. Right. You can't win. You can't win with people. You can't win with people, yeah. And people are so judgmental about everything. It's like quick to point fingers until the tables turn and it's down. Yep. Mm-hmm. So true. It's sad. So you say your oldest daughter is in college? Yeah. Here in Orlando or in South Carolina? Oh yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. What is her major? Biology. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, she's gonna be a cardiothoracic surgeon. Oh wow. Damn. Yes, my girl. You go, girl. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. She's always wanted to be that since she was little. Girl. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. Because you know when people are younger and they say they want to do certain things, it's like, but to actually go forth and like study and become that. Yeah. Because how many people want to talk about, oh, I want to do that. Right. And be in school that long, that's drive, that's determination. But that's like 8 years? 6 years, 8 years. Yep, she'll be a senior this year in college and med school. Oh, wow. You did that thing. You go, mommy. Thank you. Yes. Have you gone to any walks or marches or? I've been to 2. Mm-hmm. I do like them, but when I went, it was during a time where I was like deeply depressed and anxiety was. So I didn't really get any relief from it. I felt more. It hurt you more than. Yeah, it hurt me more than it helped at that time. I went to my first one. I was supposed to go like 2 or 3 times ago, mm-hmm. And I went to my first one with Chacha. Yeah, and I loved it. My husband doesn't do it. He doesn't like being around people, but he went with me, and even when they were saying, "Oh, stop the violence," and saying whatever they say, he was even mm-hmm. He was chanting too. I was like, "Oh, you go, you chant that." Yes. But it did something to me. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna ever be an advocate per se, but it makes you feel good, you know, and then you meet other people. Yeah. And no matter what, we're gonna be a part of this club forever. Yeah. We don't know each other personally yet, but we have a bond already. Yeah. Because we know, you know, which at least we could come to each other, and I that's why I love the groups, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I love the groups. I'm just now like being able to talk, and I'll talk more as time. But you take your time. I love the group. I love the group and the stuff that everybody says in it. It's like, how did you know? Yeah, right. Exactly. They say things that you're thinking and you don't know how to even get it out or ask anybody else. But so it's much needed. Village of Love. We love you, Cha-Cha. We love you. We love you, Tawana, Emily, everyone. Jessica. Thank you, yes. Crystal. Tanya and Deborah. And you. Yes. Thank you so much. There's another question I was going to ask you as well. But, so you don't have any, are you planning any future endeavors? Or I know you're probably going to write another book eventually, right? Yeah. So you're still writing? Yeah. Jotting down things. Yeah. So, I do plan on, because my daughter, she was taken to the shelter in Orange County a few times after being picked up by OPD. Mm-hmm. So I do, it's very important to me that I do that. I want to visit some of these youth shelters and tell them what happened with my daughter with coming here and the things that should be learned in wrong paths. Don't trust people. And that's the thing. People be too trusting. And as kids, you're not thinking that the world could really be that messed up. You see it on TV, you see it on movies, but it's not gonna happen to me. Like you're not thinking it's gonna hit home like that.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm gonna start probably another 3 months. I'm not sure date wise yet, but I wanted to start a Stars podcast, a roundtable, and so I'm gonna have I'm gonna have believe myself in like 6 other people. So I didn't. If you want to be on the panel,
that's
definitely,
awesome.
yeah,
Of course,
yes.
of course.
So we could talk about our children. We could talk about anything. If you have if you're an entrepreneur, you could just say you was walking outside and tripped over your feet. You could say anything. But yeah, I'm getting a panel together now, and I want to do that probably twice a month. But say August or September.
Yeah.
So once I get everything, then I might have to get I want to hook it up.
Yes, that is amazing.
Yes. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because, I mean, we really need, I mean, as far as when you're on a podcast, you're on there a half hour, maybe 40 minutes, maybe an hour. But it's still not telling everything that you want to get off your chest.
It's a lot of details into situations.
And it's maybe questions that, see, I jotted down questions. I asked you everything basically already. But I know it's more for me to ask and more for you to tell.
Yeah.
But with that, definitely could do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we might get everything across and yeah. But so it's podcast. This is for everyone that lost a child, especially the gun violence, a son or a daughter. And if you would like to be a guest on Stars Podcast, that stands for Sons Taken Away Remains Remembered Sincerely, A Mother's Love. Please check me out on Facebook and you'll get all the information there. But we're not finished talking yet. I'm just letting other people know.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me see. So what when are your other kids' birthday? Like what?
Oh, my son is May. He just turned 13. May 3rd.
So
yeah. And then my oldest daughter, I had her when I was 17. Okay. And the funny thing is, her birthday is November 8th and mine's November 12th.
For real? So that's cute. So y'all really besties for real.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah. I had him at 16, my daughter at 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to back. One of those things.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's nice growing up with your child though. Even though people be like, oh, teenage. That's another thing too. When I start with the actual getting donations and stuff for the foundation for my son, I want to do something with teenage parents. You know, especially the mothers, because people always they do look down on us when we pregnant and we're a teenager, but it's different things. Some people they didn't mean to get pregnant. Some people it's probably the R word, and they just don't want to get rid. They don't believe in abortions, right? So I want to be able to do something with that. Like I said, the homeless and the youth.
That would be great.
Yeah, definitely. But anything else you have to say?
No.
Oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, so this will be episode number 9 here.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah. So I'm moving up. Thank you. Yes. But
going up.
You'll definitely be in touch, and I want to let you know way in advance about the roundtable.
Okay.
So you could partake in that.
Definitely.
Please get her book, Paula Davis, A Mother's Wake, at Barnes & Noble. Please show them again.
Yes, come on this journey with me as I talk about the Shayla's childhood and some of the trafficking and the call that no mother should ever receive. Barnes & Noble. Thank you.
We love our children. We love you so much. We miss you. Our forever angels. We're doing it for y'all. We know you will want us to do this for you and for others. Let's try and save some lives. Try and keep these young kids off the street. And, people need to know that they're loved and that they, stop putting down your children. Start when they're being bullied at school. They come home to you and you say, oh, toughen up, or don't do that. They come to you because they need somebody. They need you,
Right.
or they could go to a teacher or even principal. And a lot of times you hear, especially those guys, the men, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm being a little wuss or whatever the case is." Don't do that, people. Don't, because you have, they have a lot of mental health out here, and a lot of people are not even diagnosed with it. And that S word,
a lot
not
of people,
sex.
A lot of people feel, or a lot of adults feel like, I think they forget that kids also have feelings too. Like they're people.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because we're not that age anymore and we dealt with it differently or we didn't experience it at all, don't mean it's gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody comes to you about something, obviously they have a problem. They want you to help them solve it, or at least console them, at least tell them what can or can't be done, or And then when they go, they end up getting a gun. They go to school and shoot up the school, and then they kill people that had nothing to do with the bullying.
Right.
But please, parents, we got to be better. We have to do better. We teach our kids from when they're younger. Don't start trying to teach them when they're like a teenager.
Right.
But from when they're younger, teach them right or wrong. They got to know that. But they need to know that you love them. Even if you work hard and you're working so much, they need to know that I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing it for our future. You need to talk to your kids more and just explain it to them. And because kids, if you don't tell them or if you don't show them, they're not gonna. And it's gonna be a generational thing. They're gonna have kids and they're gonna do the same thing with no love, no feelings, no anything, and it's a repetitive cycle over and over again. So we just have to do better, please.
We have to. We do. Especially in this day and age. Yeah. We have so many things against us when it comes to raising our kids. Our kids are already away from us hours a day in school, Monday through Friday. Right. So they're around kids with all different kind of behaviors and ideas, and you never know what's going on in somebody else's home. And then we got social media that's showing all these lifestyles, and these kids think it's so amazing.
They think it's so cool, and
so it's up to us to really take time with our kids and teach them and explain and show them that what's really real.
Definitely, for real. Definitely, because like I was talking about before, with the parents that are best friends, but the ones that they want to drink and smoke with their kids, and they do it at home because they're like, oh well, at least I know what they're doing. Right. But you don't think they're gonna go out there and do the worst things? They're not gonna just do it at home. So stop the nonsense with that. Oh, I'd rather them do it at home with me. I hate when they do that. Yes. And then they start doing drugs, and then look, they have the fentanyl now. Yeah. It's drugs that once you do it, it's no coming back. So we got to do better as parents. We have to do better too. Just let your kids know how much you love them. Sit down with them, even an hour each day. Sit down and tell them about you growing up and why you're so hard and tough on them, and at least they'll understand. Because a lot of times with tough love, they hate us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at it, man, you're not letting me have any fun, this and that. But tough love, like with me and my kids, even though I was 16 and 17 when I had the first two, and I have a total of 6 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls. And I was so, especially with my first one, because he is troublesome. So you have to be tough, have tough love. But then as they get older, they understand. But when they're younger, they look at it, you're so mean, and you have to be.
It was a big difference because Shayla looked at me, I have to, being a single parent, you have to play good cop, bad cop. Yeah. Yep. So every time I wasn't a strict mom, but I'm raising girls who's going to be women. So you're not going to be out here showing your body parts. Right. I wasn't into buying wigs. You're a child, you're going to look like a child. Makeup and all that. Yeah, I wasn't. So Shayla had that was me and Shayla's back and forth would be about. But my oldest daughter, she tell me now all the time, I'm so glad you were strict on us and you taught me this and did this. Yeah. Like
I said, they may hate you at that time. Yeah. And talk crap about you to their friends or the siblings. Yeah. Oh, that be. Yeah. But like I said, when they get older, they understand. They like, and they have their own kids. They don't like, oh, that's what she meant. I know exactly.
Yeah. Because this world is wicked.
It is. And it's so sad because these killers are getting younger and younger. The people that they're taking away from their families are younger and younger. And It's crazy.
Speaking of age, the boy who shot my daughter, he was a minor, and before he shot my daughter, he killed another young woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and somehow he got off. The state attorney, I guess, it let it slip in the cracks, and yeah,
so he's gonna do it again.
Yeah,
because you get away once, twice, you gonna keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Some people are real wicked and evil.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for you to take a life, like, I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, unless you're doing something to my kids or like harming.
Right.
I mean, for you just to be out there doing, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So they let them go.
They let him go, and then it ended
up happening to
my daughter. Yeah.
So sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for your loss too.
You have anything else on your mind? On your heart?
No.
Good to go?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone, this is Paula Davis, her daughter DeShayla Ferguson, and her granddaughter Blessing Ferguson. Unfortunately was lost to gun violence on the 24th of October of 22. It's 22, right? And she did receive justice, but then again, she didn't, because, her daughter and granddaughter aren't here. But please support her. Please buy her book. It's called A Mother's Wake. And this is Stars Podcast, A Mother's Love. Thank you for joining us.
What's more, the opposition is weak and rap is strong. This is all about no doubt to stop violence. But first, let's have a moment of silence.